Hey guys, what's up? My name is Vic Taylor and welcome to episode 8 of Break It Down, where I take my gameplay from either Black Ops or Modern Warfare 3 and I break it down into objective decisions, gun skill, or how to get a good KD, and hopefully you can learn something from it. Today we're doing the Stakeout. Obviously the shotguns are a lot harder to use than other guns, but I immediately frank round here. It's the same with the HS-10s or any dual-wield weapon. You don't want to go over long distances. And you obviously don't want to be on a flag if you can help it. Now I am sitting here so that my teammates can jump on B. They're currently dying and failing, but that's not my job, that's not for me to worry about. I am merely running back and forth between here, watching ramp, getting a good idea of where my enemies are at, calling them out, and then hopefully a teammate can jump onto B, hopefully not die, and cap the flag. Someone called that dude out, so I decided, fuck it, I'm going to go back and get him. But now they're all rushing down this ramp. I'm protecting whoever's on B. People should be on B, but of course they're not. But that is the reason I'm not jumping on the flag. You need a front guard, and you obviously don't want to engage someone over that long of a distance. You don't want to stick your head out there. It might be brave, it might be heroic, it's also very stupid, and it's going to get you killed. You don't want to be a moron. But I see someone coming down, I just Lego prone, yeah. I lay and go prone, and I just wait for him, and unfortunately I get done by a sniper, but we do end up having B, and B, as you know, is the be-all and end-all of everything that you could ever want. But you don't want to be jumping down from B hut onto B, you always want to be sticking to these edges of the maps, getting some nice fucking nades, and basically just flanking around, getting into their spawn. I have Scavenger on, but if you want to run Ghost and do some flanking work, then by all means feel free. I can't believe I missed him. Did you see him to the right side of my screen when I went up those stairs? Pay attention to what's in front of you or you're likely to get fucked over. That was entirely my fault, me not paying attention, and it just was fucking bad. And there again, I just ran past another red dot on my screen. You have to be paying attention here, otherwise you're really going to get done in, because with the Stakeout you're at such a disadvantage. I think I was quite tired when I got this gameplay, and I may, though I never actually aim to get gameplay on anything other than Modern Warfare 3 because I'm terrible at it. But on Black Ops I usually just play, and if I have a good game then I use it. But for this series I might try and get some Olympia gameplay, because that sounds, like a good thing, because shotguns are obviously, as I said, the hardest thing to use. You do not want to engage there. I tried to run away, but I got shot in the back, unfortunately. But the Olympia is basically the hardest one, so I might try and get a gameplay with each of the shotguns and talk you through them. But I like my shotguns. I like using something that not everyone uses. And here, you don't want to jump down onto B, but as B had several people on it, I decided to risk it. Thankfully, they weren't objective at all. They just ran right through. And then the main thing is to get these people out of B hut and off of C bridge, because that is a spawn trap spot. You can watch them basically spawn on seaside, and you can't do anything about it unless you've got a good nade arm on you, so you don't want to have someone spawn trapping your teammates there, because it's just not going to work. And if you're on the outside of a spawn trap, it's your job to get your teammates out of it and kill the people who are doing it. So here we have a lot of people. We are not actually pushing up immediately, but you don't want to push into ruins, because then that will flip them entirely. If you just push into village, that will flip them back into ruins, and you won't flip them too much. But the side that we have here is a much better one for a shotgun user, because if they're coming down from C, then it's a much longer range. You'll be at a disadvantage. You want them spawning at A, and you don't want to engage there. That was a silly Vic decision right there. A silly Vic decision. But we are triple capping them now, which means they're going to be spawning all over, so you have to be careful. You can't just rush blindly in anymore, though lead with your nades, because it's always nice getting a fucking double kill like a boss. And here I am going to just run in, not miss that guy this time. I almost did, but they are flipped completely, pretty much. That sniper was, it just had me all game. We went through a little series of games where that sniper was just getting us, and it was so annoying. But they will be spawning at C now, and you'll see the different way that I approach things. You don't want to run up that ramp at all, pretty much, except when I actually do it there, bugger. But when they're coming down it, when they actually have the C flag, then you don't want to be running up that, because you know they're going to be coming down there full force. When I ran up it there, I obviously knew that they were going to be on the C flag and not running down to me. So I had the advantage because I had the head glitch spot. Now, the guy on the A flag, going back a couple of seconds, he obviously saw me. He obviously had some kind of fully auto weapon or an assault rifle, semi-auto. So I ducked behind cover, tried to trick him. Never, ever overestimate your opponent's intelligence, because mostly they're going to be morons. I know that when I've been playing with subscribers or friends, like in free-for-all or sharpshooter or something similar to that, where you play against them but with them, we see each other and we automatically assume that the other one is a random enemy, and we assume that they're idiots, and of course they're not idiots, so they kill us. And that is quite hilarious, and I didn't explain that very well. But here you obviously want to throw a grenade, you don't want to really rush into the smoke willy-nilly, and it was a terrible grenade, and when I was playing this, I had no idea how I managed to survive that, but hiding behind this wall, waiting for the other guy to get close, and then getting a hit marker from extremely close range is what you want to do here. And then there should be no one near me, though I do know there are a couple of ghosties in the lobby, so I do keep alert, but it's pretty easy to cap A because they're all spawning back at C. Take a breath, Vic, you've been talking for a very long time. Oh, I'm such a wimp, it's only been 6 minutes. I've done 30. Yeah, there's that sniper again, damn him. But he was a pretty good sniper, giving it to him. Quad napalm. He was, he was decent. He wasn't just like, just I run around and I quick scope. He was objective and he made good decisions and everything. And I laughed at that bit. Dolphin dive at me, bitch. Come on now. But it's pretty simple using the stakeout. It's very much like the spaz out of Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3 not so much because all of the shotguns are shit, but if you've played Modern Warfare 2 and have used the spaz in that, I believe it's the spaz, correct me if it's not, but I believe it's the spaz, then it's very much like that. It's very much like the way that I've been using it, ADSing and shooting really quickly, kind of like I'm quick-scoping with it. It's the same kind of technique. And there is no way in hell I should have run into their spawn there. Apart from flipping them, I was completely surrounded before I'd taken 3 steps. You do not want to end up surrounded, especially if you're on the enemy's spawn, because it's not going to end well for you in any sense of the word. I'm sure you can agree there. And here, I really shouldn't have jumped down there. I managed to get a kill out of it, but I didn't know where they were exactly. You should be patient. You shouldn't be 100% rushy. You shouldn't. Damn that fucking ghost. You should always, check your corners and check where the enemies are before diving headfirst into battle, because it might look cooler if you rush all the time, but it's probably not safer, because we're not Sandy Ravagers. We're not super fucking rushers, and take the time to make your shot. Going back to the fact that I'm kind of quick-scoping with this, if you're not on target, it's not going to auto-aim for you like it does with snipers. Okay? It's got very little auto-aim at all. You need to line up your shot perfectly. I was stunned there, so I have a little bit of an excuse, but don't shoot if you're not on target, because you have the pump action. In that time, the enemy will probably kill you. And I honestly thought I was dead there. I just went prone, hid. He was expecting me to be down there because he saw that I'd jumped off, so I just said, no, fuck it. You saw a couple of seconds ago, or 30 seconds or so, that I capped B. I did it from that little cap spot behind the non-explosive barrels. They're non-explosives, that's very important, because you don't want to stand next to an explosive one. Someone with a longer range weapon can actually stand on the flag and ADS at either the rock or this kind of ramp that I'm on now, but I just hide behind there and cover B HUD. So I do hope you enjoyed this commentary, and I'll see you next time. Peace.